Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits here in the Bay State, the good old Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Hey, every state's different, that's obvious and everyone knows it. What's less obvious, what most folks don't know, is that applies to SSDI claims or Social Security disability insurance claims as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in has a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and on their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step of the process. We track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year. This time we did it in February, so this Massachusetts data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. There's the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Those first 2 steps, the initial application and reconsideration, are handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration and follow all the same rules and regulations. As you can see from this chart coming in from the right, over the past year in Massachusetts, about 45.4% of initial applications for SSDI benefits were approved. You can see how that compares here to the national average of 38.4%. It's a difference of 6.9%, almost 7%, to the good side. Massachusetts is ahead of the national average. You can also see how Massachusetts has done over the years, going back to 2010, and we can see that overall Massachusetts has consistently stayed ahead of that national average going all the way back for a decade. As we made this video in February 2021, Massachusetts ranks 9th in the nation in terms of the rate of approval at the initial level, and that's great. But still, we have to remember that means that over half of all initial applications for disability benefits are being denied in Massachusetts. Now, if those odds make you a little bit nervous, thinking about your own potential claim, hey, that's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic, there's people like us here at Citizens Disability, headquartered in Waltham, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chance of success at every stage. If you want to see how an advocate could help with the claim, click the little banner up in the top right. You can watch a video all about it. Second reason not to panic is that being denied at initial application does not have to be the end of the road. And that's because when people get denied at initial application level, typically they're going to appeal that denial. They're going to ask for reconsideration, or recon as we call it. Reconsideration is handled at the state level as well. And as this chart coming in from the right will show you, it's pretty rare actually for people to get approved at reconsideration. That's reflected in both the Massachusetts data and the national data. We see that the Commonwealth has an approval rate of 20.2%, a decent ways ahead of the national average of 13.7%, but still pretty low. You can see how Massachusetts has done over the last 10 years as well. And again, luckily for the Commonwealth, we've been ahead, decently ahead of the average, the national average for approval rates at reconsideration going back to 2010. Overall, in 2020 and 2021 so far, Massachusetts ranks 5th in the nation in terms of approval at reconsideration. And again, that's not too shabby. The majority of people, though, who apply for SSDI benefits in the United States do have to go to that 3rd stage of the process called the hearing. And even with these good approval rates at initial and recon, that's going to be true for applicants for Massachusetts as well. We have a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube all about the hearing process. If you want to get all the details, you can even see what a hearing is actually like. Just click this little banner up in the top right. Short version, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you're going to appeal that denial and you're going to go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. And this is another area, again, where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, but usually several SSA hearing locations throughout the state. Each individual office has their own waiting times and their own approval rates. In this chart coming in from the right, you can see how Massachusetts fares on average across all the Massachusetts offices against the national average for approval rates at hearing. And it looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Massachusetts is coming in at 46.8% on average. Compare that to the national average of 51.1%. We can see this is going to put Massachusetts ranking 34th in the nation. Now, when you appeal and you ask for a hearing, you should know that it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. And of course, we have video all about that too. You can see it up there in the top right. When it comes to hearing wait times for Massachusetts, you can see them here in the blue bars. We got a national average of 11.4 months of waiting time before the hearing. We can see that across the Commonwealth, the average for Massachusetts is 12 months. And as you can see, there's more than one hearing location in Massachusetts. You can see that the shortest wait time in the Commonwealth is at the Springfield office with a waiting time of 9.9 months, and the longest waiting time in the Commonwealth is at the Lawrence office with a waiting time of 15.6 months. And with Lawrence having that really long waiting time, that's bringing the Massachusetts average up above the national average. You can also see that each office has its own approval rates. Those are the red bars. In looking into 2020 data leading into 2021, we can see that the best situation is in Lawrence with an approval rate of 52.6%. Things are less rosy looking, though, in the Springfield office with an approval rate of 36%. And so although Lawrence has that longest waiting time, they also have the highest approval rating within the Commonwealth. And the opposite is true for Springfield. Shortest wait time, but lowest approval rate. Overall, looking at all this information, we can see that Massachusetts' approval rating is lower than the national average by 4.3%. And again, when we take all the data into consideration, we can see that Massachusetts, on average, for the approval rate at hearing, as we said, ranks 34th in the nation. And for waiting times, Massachusetts ranks 31st in the nation. The important thing to remember here is that these waiting times for Massachusetts and for these individual offices, those are average waiting times. Some folks may get their hearings quicker than these average times, but some people are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than these average numbers. Now, we've got a lot more data about the Commonwealth of Massachusetts at our website. Actually, it's over here, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it out. Visit our website, click on our state-by-state page, and click into your state. We update our data every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. Now, if you're thinking about applying for SSDI benefits, no matter where you are in the country, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at these approval rate numbers, particularly all three, initial, recon, and hearing, you want to have the best possible chance of getting approved for your benefits. That's what an advocate can help you with. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits, and we've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. If you'd like to see if we can help you, no problem. Just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you just call us at the number on the screen here in the 781. Thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the Bay State, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button down there and ring the bell so you can get a notification when we publish more videos. Also, please tell us what you think down there in the comments section. We got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you. So please feel free to explore at our website and here on YouTube. I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching, and of course, have a great day.